From Television City in Hollywood, this is the $25,000 Pyramid. Today's special guests from Mama's Family, Betty White, and from Trapper John M.D., Charles Siebert. Your host is Dick Clark.
Thank you very much. A happy Friday to you, and welcome to the $25,000 Pyramid. Thank you, Jack Clark. It's always a pleasure to be with you all. This is the place where we give a couple of contestants an opportunity to win a lot of money. $25,000 in less than 60 seconds, if you behave, Betty.
Oh, glory, Miss Scott.
No, you're over all of that. I mean, Monday was the first time around. You're an old hand at it now.
Thanks a lot, Dick. I've always spoken very well of you, too.
No, that's a compliment, you silly fool. Sherry Fairman, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Sherry, what do you do?
I help people set goals, become successful, and stay motivated.
Can we talk? Oh, lady, could I use your help? Much good luck to you here. Cynthia Light is your opponent. She's partnered with Charles Siebert, and both of them make a matching set of very good players. Cynthia, again, your job?
I'm a speech and language therapist.
And I've forgotten, I didn't make a note of it here. Do you remember how much money you won yesterday?
I think they told me $750.
That sounds very familiar.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
better you keep track of it than I. Charles, you ready to go to battle again?
Let's do it.
Keep in mind how it works. If you win the first round, you go over to the winner's circle and try for $10,000. If you win twice, you go over there and try for $25,000. Simplicity is 1 game 10, 2 games 25. Here are the subjects. We have front and center. Thanks a lot. We'll be right back. Nighty night. Gone bananas. Join the club. Starting from left to right, that means you, Betty White.
All right, let's try Gone Bananas.
Describe for your partner these things associated with bananas, that is. They'll come up on the little screen in front of you. If you inadvertently convey the essence of the answer, read part of the answer, you're going to hear this guy. There he is. Things associated with bananas. Stand by. Ready? Go.
It's an animal.
A monkey.
When they're real soft and
Mushy.
just right. No, just right.
Ripe.
That's right. A whole group of them. Is,
A bunch.
right. You have a long dish, ice cream.
Banana split.
It's a drink made with rum, and it is sometimes...
Pina colada?
No, sometimes it's a strawberry one.
Daiquiri.
Yes. It's a box, a wooden box, and they pack the
Crate.
bananas. And they come from down.
Oh, too bad. All right, Puerto Rico was the last one.
Puerto Rico.
Ladies picked up 6 of the 7 available points. However, Charles?
We're going to start at the top, front and center.
All right. Describe these things in front of other things. Things in front of other things, Cynthia. Ready? Go.
In front of the class.
The teacher.
In front of the house. It grows. It's the grass.
The garden, the front yard.
Correct. Yes, another word for it. It's
the
when you
lawn.
mow it. This is in front of the airplane. The pilot sits in it.
The cockpit.
That's it. This is in front of the meat man. He works at it. It's
The butcher block table.
It's in front of the soda fountain.
The counter.
It's in front of the church. It's what the preacher stands in when he
The
gives a
pulpit,
sermon.
the sermon.
Yes. And it's in front of a restaurant. It is a...
Awning.
All right, the canopy. You were headed there. Close game, 6-5. Sherry?
Let's try nighty night.
Nighty night it is. These are things that make you sleepy. Describe these things that make you sleepy. Ready? Go.
You take it, it's hot, you sit in it, there's lots of
chocolate,
water. No,
cocoa,
you run the water and the phone always
Ovaltine.
rings when you're in it.
Oh,
and it's-
bathtub.
Right.
Bath.
It's a sling between 2 trees and
Hammock.
you sit in it right. Look into my eyes.
Hypnotized.
And-
Hypnotic. It's big.
This is something you drink. It's warm. You put it in a nice
Hot
glass.
chocolate.
It's a liqueur.
Coke.
It's a liquor. It's a kind of wine.
Nightcap.
Saint Bernard carries some in his
Brandy.
Right. This is what. It's not an orchestra, but a
Band.
Zubin Mehta stands in front of one.
Symphony.
Right.
That's 5 of them that time, ladies. Brings your score up to 11 points. It's 11-5. Cynthia, that does give you a chance to either match it or go ahead. What would you like?
We're going to try We'll Be Right Back.
All right. You have any idea what that is?
None whatsoever.
Something to do with backs.
Back?
Sir?
Something to do with backs.
Things that
No,
have a
it's a familiar word spoken in television. You know, so we'll be right back.
Okay.
These are things in a TV commercial. Things in a TV commercial. Ready? Go.
A chew.
Sneeze.
Right. You chew it.
Gum.
Right. This is Lassie is a...
Dog.
Oh, the kind of dog.
Collie.
Right. You drink it. It's like Coors is...
Beer.
Right. Okay, this is like a headache. You have a big in your head.
Migraine. Aspirin.
Oh boy,
Hammer,
have I got
pounding.
oh
Say
my
ache, another throb.
it's such a
Pain.
bad. Yes. Okay, and I'm wearing these right now under my
Pantyhose.
Right. Okay, and you get health, life, car.
Insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by golly, they did it. They took a situation that they were behind and moved ahead by one single point. It's 12-11. The two remaining subjects, Betty, are Thanks a Lot and Join the Club, and you and Sherry have the choice.
Thanks a lot.
And you've got
I'll
the
be
screen.
giving.
You're going to play it that way. Describe for Betty these things associated with Thanksgiving. Things associated with Thanksgiving. Ready, go.
It's the big bird that you
Turkey.
eat. Right. It's the month that it's in.
I did November.
Right. It's a guy who wears a feather on his head and goes, woo,
Indian.
right. It's the big orange thing, and you cut it up and you make a face, and it has
pumpkin.
seeds. Right. All of us gather together. You get your uncle and your aunt
your
and your
family.
mother. Right. This is the guy that wore the funny hat and the buckles on his shoe, and they
pilgrim.
came over in the Mayflower. This is where you gather all the wheat. It happens at
Harvest.
Right.
That's it. Hit your stride on the last go-round. Cynthia, do you want to give or receive this time?
Charles is going to give the clues.
All right, Charles, that means you got to get 7 out of 7 here in order to get that extra point margin. 19 is the number you're shooting
Okay.
for, and if you do it, you go over there and try for $10,000. Describe for your partner these groups. These are groups. They need 19. Ready? Go.
Indians gather together. All of them.
A clan.
No, another word.
A group.
All of them. All the many nations of the Indians. Go on.
Go on.
Snow White and the...
Seven Dwarfs.
It's not an orchestra. It's smaller than
A
that.
symphony,
It's no smaller than
band.
that. Yeah. The Brooklyn
Bridge.
baseball team.
The Brooklyn
Los
Dodgers.
Angeles. A group of buffalo.
A herd.
This is a religious satanic group.
Cult.
I'm sorry, folks, you lost it by a point. Your opponents have beaten you. Let's go to the winner's circle. Try for $10,000. You look like you're in meditation here. That's not a bad idea. We're just talking about that. Looks like the three of us are sort of in meditation, just waiting.
I call it desperation.
No. The secret here really is to pretend as if you were at home playing this thing and forgetting all of this paraphernalia we have around. Not quite so. Oh, that's the one thing. That's the one thing I've noticed all week. You got to glue your hands down, all right? Give a list only. Skip one if you want to. Come back. If you win this time, you will have won $10,000. The person who wins the most money for the day returns tomorrow to compete again. If you win the next round after this, win, lose, or draw, doesn't matter what happens over here, theoretically. If you win the next round and come back and win, you've won $25,000. This time for 10. Concentrate on each other. Here's your first subject. Go.
Lipstick, rouge,
Cosmetics, things that
American Humane Association, the Red
societies,
Cross.
charities.
Because you have too much alcohol in
Why
your system.
do I have a hangover?
Why
Why do I feel drunk?
Yeah. Countries, cities, highways.
Things that have people, things that have
cities,
cars, things that have traffic.
Roots, mountains.
Things on a map.
Mississippi River.
Rivers in the United States. Mud. Things with mud. Things in the South.
Fat lady.
Things that are gigantic, things that are long, things that are huge, things that are wide.
Yeah. Records.
Things that spin.
Pavement.
Things that are black.
Let's try one. You only had, if it was consolation, you only had 3-4 seconds left, so it was almost impossible to get by the time you got there. It was actually 8 seconds, and then by the time you got organized, it's only 3. A record, a plowed field.
Things that have grooves.
Oh, I wish I could have been in that seat there for a minute.
I said record, and that didn't do what plowed field did.
Well, you draw a
I don't
picture.
dig that at all.
You were great. You were great. You were terrific. I wouldn't have gotten it.
Sherry Fairman, you have a very good chance to win that $25,000. You picked up $750 so far. If you win this round, you'll be back there partnered with Charles to see if you can hit us up for the $25,000. Charles, if you do so, you can rest assured that you'll be staying on Trapper John and not returning here.
Having to pay this off.
How much money have you given away for us this week?
Over 25,000. After that, I don't know. I didn't add up those little amounts.
You're not keeping
I'm only
track.
interested in the big stuff.
Well, your partner over here, your cohort, is doing equally well
Yes,
in the
she
giving
is.
away of the money department. We've given away well over $50,000.
This is called the rubber match.
How are you, Betty? All right, ready to go again?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cynthia, if you win this round, you'll try for the $10,000 in the winner's circle. So let's all direct our attention over here, and we'll start with the ladies in a moment. We have Pack It In, the good old days, all in, I'll puff and I'll puff. Old Pink Eyes is back. The Mystery 7 still remains, and that's the one that offers you that little extra prize out there hanging in front of your nose, the 10 tickets to the 1983 Super Bowl if you get 7 out of 7, and of course, you know we don't tell you what the subject category is. Ladies, what's it going to be?
We're going to take a shot at the Mystery 7.
want to go to that Super Bowl together.
Sports enthusiasts. All right. You'll get a lot of offers if you get this. You'll have a lot of friends who want to accompany you. In 30 seconds, describe these things. I can't tell you what they all have in common. I will afterwards if you'd like to know. Ready? Go.
It's triangular and you put it on a baby.
Diaper.
You put it to keep yourself from spilling in the kitchen.
Apron.
Yeah, And you fasten it like this when you get in the car.
Seatbelt.
You put your gun in it.
Holster.
It's a television.
Screen.
You know, the round thing in the back.
tube. Picture tube.
And you give
A sword.
Tool with it. And you read the beads.
Rosary beads.
You got it. Oh, Cynthia, my dear, the phone is going to ring at your house. They're going to say, what can you do with 10 tickets after all?
Oh, I'll find
Are
many
you a
people to
football
take.
fan?
Pardon me?
Are you a football fan?
Oh, yeah.
Boy,
Sure.
you're going to be popular. By the way, all those things had to do with things you find on or around the waist. If you'll think back over, that's what they all had in common.
Okay.
All right,
That's
ladies,
what it
you're ahead
was.
7-0. And Charles, what would you like, sir?
I'll puff and I'll puff.
All right, let's see what it is. Things associated with a balloon. Things associated with a balloon.
Balloon.
Ready.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. This is the place where all the clowns and the trapeze acts are.
Circus.
And this is what the wolf does.
He huffs and he puffs. He blows.
And this is what the weasel does. Goes the weasel.
Pop goes the weasel.
This is what a gas that you fill a balloon with.
Helium.
And this is you tie this around your finger so you remember
string.
things. Yes. And this is the what you celebrate the end of the year.
Christmas.
Charles, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You said part of the answer there in describing New Year's. You mentioned years. The cuckoo was out with laryngitis or something or other. We got to reset that clock.
Okay.
We'll, let's see, you have 8 seconds left here. The subject material is things associated with a balloon. There's
right.
one word left. Watch your screen. You've got the 8 seconds. Ready, and go.
This is the little kid who holds the balloon. Sundays, Tuesdays, it is my son.
It's a child with the balloon. I'm sorry, folks. The score is 7-5. We move back to Betty and Cynthia with the 4 subjects still at hand. What would you like, ladies?
Well, we're curious about Old Pink Eyes is back.
Trust me.
Okay, we
It's
will.
right on the nose. These are things associated with a rabbit.
That's
Things
what you said.
yeah, I had a hunch about that, all right? Describe these things associated with a rabbit.
Okay.
Ready, go.
Okay, this is the holiday.
Easter.
Right. Okay, he eats their orange. and
carrots.
Right. And this is how he gets around.
Hops.
Right. And this is the famous, hey, what's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny.
That's right. And this is, he goes down into his
burrow.
His, another
Hole.
word for, right?
Hole.
Okay, and he's fast. He's really,
Speedy.
the opposite of slow is
quick.
right. And this is lucky. You rub it. It's
but rabbit's foot.
right.
You got it, ladies.
Not lucky for the rabbit.
Not at all. Perfect score riding there. It's 14-5. We have Pack It In, the good old days, and all in. Sherry?
The good old days.
Please describe for Charles these things in an antique shop. Things in an antique shop. Ready, go.
It's something, it's a chest, and you open it up, you put all blankets in it. It's something that an elephant has.
Trunk.
It's long, right. This is a little girl holds one, and it looks
Doll.
like a little girl, right. This is a light, and you hold it like
Lantern.
this, right. This is what this is called. This
Chest.
is called, right. This is something that's patched together, and you put
Quilt.
it over you, right. It's a little brooch. It has a woman's face on it.
Cameo.
Right. This is something ode to an...
Grecian urn.
Right.
There you go.
Nice.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Glad you two folks are reading and doing the same things back. Ode to a Grecian urn. Oh, well, pack it in and all in. You're trailing by 2 points, Sherry. What would you like?
Pack it in.
Do you want to give or receive the clues?
I'll give them.
Good.
I'll give them.
Worked well the last time. All right, describe for your partner the things a man takes on his vacation.
You got it.
Things a man takes on his vacation. Ready, go.
This is going to give him directions. You fold
map.
it right. Take pictures with it.
Camera.
You listen to it. You put on...
Radio.
Right. You get it stamped when you go through different
Passport.
countries. Right. There are two narrow things, and you go down the mountain with poles.
Skis.
Right. This is the bag that you carry everything in. As you put it on top of your car, it's luggage. It's called a...
Suitcase.
Right. This is a book that you read. It's called a...
Guidebook.
Long one? No, it's a fiction.
Novel.
Right.
Got them all, folks. That's all we have. Putting the pressure on the other team. Charles and Cynthia have 19 points. Betty, what would I say? Charles and Sherry, I beg your pardon. Betty and Cynthia have to come up with 20 points in order to win the try at the $10,000. Betty, you're going to give?
Yes.
All right, describe for your partner these people or characters whose names end in the letters I-N. These are people or characters whose names end in I-N. You need 20 points. Ready? Go.
She plays Alice. She's the gal who plays Alice. She's the waitress.
Right, I know. I need a clue for her.
There's a
pass.
Yeah, right. He came out of a lamp. They rubbed a lamp. He was very smart. A lot of quotes from him. There was an automobile named for him. He had a lot of. He said a lot of wise things. Let's go on.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sympathizing with you, and I should be elated over her win or something, but Linda Lavin was what really
I
put
just
you away.
blanked on her name.
You could see her. I mean,
Yes.
she's been on television for years.
And it's not the kind of name you can find
Just
another.
didn't
Yeah,
jump at
it
you.
just didn't come out.
Let's go and try for $25,000. Well, folks, it's a Friday. The $25,000 sign's been blinking away there all week. We've hit it twice. Now, if we hit it again, that'll be, I don't know, it's an all-time record, but it's mighty close. $75,000 in big wins would be nice. Nice way to start the weekend. Sherry, you are entitled to do that now with 60 seconds to spend on the 6 subjects. If your partner gets stuck on one, Charles, you can always skip it and come back. Concentrate on each other. You're really a good team. You got it all together, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. For $25,000, here is your first subject. Go.
The iris, the lid, the cornea, the pupil.
Parts of the eyes.
Oh, is that for moi?
What things Miss Piggy would say.
A Cape Cod.
Types of
Dutch
houses.
colonial. A bicycle.
Things with wheels.
A door. A church tower. A
Things that are tall.
telephone.
Things that have lines. Things that
A
ring.
church-
Things that have a bell.
Diamonds.
Things that sparkle.
Gold.
Things that are precious.
Salt.
Things that are crystals.
Diamonds. Coal.
Things that are black. Things that come from the earth.
Salt.
Things that are mined.
Lettuce.
Things that are green. Things that are vegetables.
Vegetables. Carrots.
Things that an animal would eat. Things a rabbit would eat.
Pork.
Things, food made from barnyard animals.
Yes.
Part one, please.
There was one in my brain.
There's
I couldn't get
there.
out.
Onions, Jewish liver.
Things that are chopped.
You wanted to
Things
humiliate
that are
me at the end of the week, didn't you?
Turn around, take a look here. We have $200, $455, $600, $750 if I've done it right in this round. We'll be back to add it all up right after this. A wonderful week. It was really terrific. We end up with Sherry, a $1,500 winner for today. The person who accumulates the most money in the game returns again, in this case on Monday. We will see you then. Charles, you have fun?
I had a wonderful.
Please come back here. Great game player. Cynthia, you didn't really lose. You won $750 and 10 tickets to the 1983 Super Bowl. Congratulations.
I was very excited. Thank you.
Betty, it's always great to see you. Thank you.
Oh, I had such a good time.
We'll
Thank
see you on Mama's Family and on Trapper John, and we'll be back here Monday. For now, Dick Clark. So long.